Hello everyone. Bringing you an update on the Can-Am Spyder. I do believe it's April 1st. Horrible time at remembering what day it is just because of work. Um, Spyder broke down a few weeks ago. It looks like, and I haven't talked to the shop to confirm, but more than likely what it was the outer drive pulley spun on the output shaft. It looks like they're changing the pulley, and they said something about the shaft. I'm assuming they're changing the shaft, which means disassembly of some of the transmission. Um, I actually should have picked it up this morning, but unfortunately, when they got the parts in last Friday, um, they weren't ready to work on the Spyder, so they weren't going to start on the Spyder till the following Thursday. Which I understand that shops can be busy, especially motorcycle shops. They usually don't have a lot of techs, or they might only have one person that works on one certain brand that's certified. So I understand that. So they put it in Thursday night to start working on it. I had a couple conversations with the general manager and one of the persons that works in the service department. A kid in the service department told me it's a 2-hour fix. The general manager, we talked about the rear shock and the issues I'm having, and how BRP won't step up and take care of it even though this thing's only 8 months old. So he offered to give me 15% off, which isn't a lot, but at the point I thought I was going to take the deal. Call in Friday just to check the status of it, since they did start working on it Thursday, so Friday was yesterday. They had parts for a week already. Call in, it was probably about 11:30 in the morning, and they said they were running into some issues. It was fighting the tech, and he had bolts everywhere. I understand they want to say that he might be having issues and it's giving him problems, but you don't say there's bolts everywhere. That's just not professional. 21 years as an auto technician, I would never, ever tell a customer that. Call them back up. It was after work, so probably about 5. They're open till 7. I just wanted to make sure that we were good for me to pick it up this morning. I wanted to be there when they opened. And this video should be from my helmet on some 2-lane back road coming back from Cincinnati. Apparently, and I've received 2 stories already. I wasn't able to talk to the service manager. I talked to the kid behind the counter. He said that a gasket did not get ordered. The service manager said it was ordered. BRP just didn't send it. It doesn't matter. As a high quality shop, when you get the parts to work on a vehicle or a motorcycle, or you're doing a deck project, or you're doing a fence project, or anything, as soon as the parts come in, you take an inventory. So it set for a week before they touched it with parts there that they didn't inventory. And so now the Spyder's not done. The sad thing is, since this thing is Canadian, their dealer lines are closed by the time they found this out. So they're saying they can't even check on the part until Monday. So customer service, I know if we had an issue where a part came in wrong, or it was defective, because that happens all the time. You get on the phone and you start calling dealerships or part stores to try to track this down. I mean, you just don't say, oh, we'll call on Monday, see where it is. So long story short, I called the manufacturer, told him I think it's absolutely insane that my brand new Spyder that I bought in July has already spent 7 weeks in the shop. First time in the shop, I had to fix some of the things that they replaced. I'm not going to mention the shop's name because this might turn out pretty good, but these are the facts. I dropped my Spyder off. It took them a week to look at it. I understand that. They called me on it. I dropped it off on a Monday. They called me on a Friday, said this is what we're going to do. We got parts ordered. The following Thursday, they pull it in the shop. They didn't even call me Saturday to let me know that they didn't have the right parts. I happened to call to check up on it. So Monday they're going to check to see where this part is. If it's in Canada, that's another 3 to 5 days to ship it. I told them I would pay if they overnight this thing. I also told BRP that I would pay to overnight this thing, which is something I should not have to do, but I don't want to wait for a part 3 to 5 days and then wait for another 2 or 3 days for them to finish their projects to get started back on my Spyder, because then we're talking 5 weeks out, which is ridiculous. So I switched off to the camera I use for the moto blogs, and I'm not driving down the road 80 miles per hour. Just sitting in the neighborhood. Someone said they wanted to know in the last video what the issues were on the Spyder. I told them I would do an update video this weekend. I was just hoping that it was not from my car, so we shouldn't have any type of road noise. It's just sitting here in idle on a Saturday morning, springtime, and I don't have a Spyder, so I will let everybody go. Monday, I'll try to get this uploaded tonight, and then Monday I'll come back and just be a quick minute or two video to let you know what they say. If they say, more than likely I'm gonna have to call them. But that's it. Hope everybody's weekend goes a little bit better than how mine has started. And everybody that's out there riding, stay safe, and I'll see you Monday.